Living in the mountains sounds incredible when you first visit. Fresh air, scenic views, cooler summers than Florida, but what surprises a lot of people is this. Not every mountain town actually feels good to live in once you are here full time. Some towns feel lively and social, some feel peaceful and quiet. Some feel like a vacation destination. Others feel like a place people truly live year-round. And if you are 55 plus and thinking about relocating from Florida, that difference matters a lot more than people realize, because choosing the wrong town can completely change how you experience mountain life. So today, we are going to walk through 4 of the most popular mountain towns people moving from Florida look at: Blue Ridge, Blairsville, Hiawassee, and Hayesville. They are all beautiful, but they live very differently. And by the end of this video, you will probably have a much clearer idea of which one actually fits the lifestyle you want. I'm Trish Rodriguez with Higher Elevations Real Estate, local Georgia and North Carolina real estate agent with RE/MAX Town & Country, the Richard Kelly Group. And I specialize in helping people relocating from Florida to figure out which North Georgia and Western North Carolina mountain town actually fits their lifestyle. And if you're still trying to figure out which of these towns might be the right fit for you, I put together a free relocation guide that breaks down what it's really like to live in each one. I'll link that below in the description so you can download it. To contact me directly or start your mountain move, scan the QR code. Quick question before we jump in. When you picture living in the mountains, do you imagine being close to restaurants and activity, or something quieter with more space and privacy? That one answer alone usually tells people which town they will end up loving the most. Let's start with the town most people discover first, Blue Ridge. Blue Ridge is the town that tends to get the most attention online, and once you visit, it makes sense why. Blue Ridge has one of the most active downtown areas in the entire North Georgia mountains. There are restaurants, breweries, coffee shops, boutique stores, and even events happening most weekends. You can walk around downtown, grab dinner, and actually feel like there's energy in the town. For many people relocating from Florida, that familiarity feels comfortable. You still have the mountain scenery, but you also have things to do. The trade-off is this: Blue Ridge is also the most tourism-driven town in the area. That means more short-term rentals, busier weekends, and typically higher home prices compared to the surrounding towns. So if you enjoy activity, dining options, and a lively environment, Blue Ridge can be a fantastic fit. But if your goal is peace and quiet every day, you may find yourself looking a little further out, which brings us to Blairsville. Blairsville has a very different feel. It is slower, more residential, and a little more traditional as a small mountain town. Blairsville still has restaurants, grocery stores, and everything you need day to day, but the overall pace is calmer. You do not have the same tourist traffic you see in Blue Ridge, and for a lot of retirees, that is actually one of the biggest advantages. Blairsville is also known for having more room to spread out. You will find more properties with acreage, mountain views, and privacy without necessarily being extremely remote. You are also surrounded by incredible outdoor recreation. Lake Nottely, hiking trails, waterfalls, and the Appalachian Trail are all right here. So if your idea of mountain living includes peaceful scenery and outdoor time, Blairsville often becomes a favorite pretty quickly. And this is exactly the kind of difference I break down in that guide too. Because on the surface, these towns look similar, but living in them feels very different day to day. But there is another town that catches the attention of a lot of Florida buyers once they see it: Hiawassee. Hiawassee has something many mountain towns do not: a large, beautiful lake, Lake Chatuge. If you love the idea of mountain views and water together, Hiawassee becomes very appealing. The town itself is smaller and quieter than Blue Ridge, but it still has restaurants, grocery stores, and medical access nearby. What really sets it apart, though, is the lifestyle around the lake. Boating, fishing, waterfront homes, and stunning views of the mountains across the water. For people relocating from Florida, the lake lifestyle can feel like a natural transition. You still get water access, but now it is surrounded by mountains instead of beaches. But if you want something even quieter, there is one more town that often surprises people: Hayesville. Hayesville is just across the state line in North Carolina, and it has a very different personality. This town is smaller, quieter, and less built up than the others we've already talked about. And for a lot of retirees, that slower pace is exactly what they're looking for. Hayesville sits right next to Lake Chatuge as well, so you still have access to the lake lifestyle, but the overall environment feels more relaxed and residential. It is the kind of place where people come because they truly want peace, scenery, and space. The big question you have to ask yourself, though, is how much quiet you want, because for some people, Hayesville feels like the perfect retreat. And for others, it can feel a little too removed. So here's a simple way to think about these 4 towns. If you want activity, restaurants, and a lively downtown environment, Blue Ridge is often the best match. If you want a balanced small town with mountain scenery and outdoor access, Blairsville is a strong option. If lake life is high on your list, Hiawassee becomes very attractive. And if you are looking for quiet mountain living with space and privacy, Hayesville is worth serious consideration. None of these towns are better than the others, they just serve different lifestyles. And finding the right one is what makes the difference between liking mountain living and absolutely loving it. Now, I would love to hear from you. Which of these towns are you most curious about right now? Blue Ridge, Blairsville, Hiawassee, or Hayesville? Let me know in the comments because it also helps shape the next videos I make for you. And speaking of that, in the next video, we are going to look at something that really helps people narrow these towns down. We are going to walk through what $700,000 to $1 million actually buys you in Blue Ridge, Blairsville, Hiawassee, and Hayesville. Because the same budget can give you very different homes, views, and lifestyles depending on where you choose. If you are relocating from Florida and trying to match your budget to the right mountain town, that video will give you a much clearer picture of what to expect. And don't forget to grab that free relocation guide below. It will help you narrow this down a lot faster before you even start looking at homes. Got questions? Reach out to me directly. Make sure you are subscribed, and I will see you in the next video.